Welcome for the varsity game between the Milton Wildcats and the Norwood Mustangs. Senior night here at Milton High School. A nice little touch for the graduating seniors, of whom there are looks to be 6 or 7 on the team. Oh, these are the cheerleaders. We're doing cheerleader senior night. Oh, this is a reverse. Bobby Ranton gives a flower to one of the cheerleaders, Chris Benway.
A nice touch.
Yeah, I wonder if they reverse it too. Oh, there's a trade. Corey gets a bag. Nope.
And a special thanks to head cheerleading coach Jessica Martins.
That was a nice touch by the Wildcats.
Now the cheerleaders have offered quite a bit of support over the season.
Well, I see. Now we flip it around, and the boys get recognized. It's an even trade, a flower for a couple of balloons.
Those are for his mother.
Oh, his mother. Bobby Wren.
Steve Cunningham and his parents, Norwood and Steve Cunningham.
I wonder if the seniors are going to play with those balloons during the game. Think they'll be out on the floor with those balloons?
Special thanks to the parents for their years of support to the Norwood basketball program.
Nice to recognize all the seniors on both the cheerleading squad and the varsity basketball team.
Thank you very much to the fans for your continued support to the Milton Wildcat basketball team.
And now some thanks for the fans.
The Club captains, Joe Scarborough and Prince Lions.
They have fan club captains here. I didn't even know that. First, I didn't know there was a fan club, and I didn't know they had captains.
Co-captains. All we need now is the Norwood team. They must have been told that they got a few extra minutes during the ceremonies. Here they come there.
They went home. Well, I think as we saw in the JV game, the JV team was short a couple of ball players because of the kids who went to see the Patriots rally, which was earlier this week. I think the same is true of the Norwood varsity team as well.
A couple guys not dressing maybe, huh?
And they have I was talking to a couple of people, they have a kid who's 6'7", and he's in street clothes.
I'd say he's the one in the red sweater there just sitting down.
I'm not sure how big a force he is, but if you're 6'7",
looks like a pretty good team on the bench right now.
Yeah. Well, we'll see who we got on the floor, and then we'll see who's missing. Read me off the numbers there.
All right.
Wait a minute, that's the wrong game. That's Framingham. We don't need them. Here we go. Here's Norwood.
You don't need Milton,
Let's see who's out there. Number 5.
All right, I'll call him out. You got 12. Who's 12's on the court warming up?
Who's not out there? 3's not out. It's a sophomore guard. 5 is out there. 11 out there.
11 is out there.
12.
12 is out there.
14. That's John
14
Wright.
14 appears to be taking a shot right now.
21. I see him over on the bench. I remember him from years when this Norwood team was pretty good.
6'4" kid.
He and his brother used to play. Nick the India. He and his brother were the inside force. Norwood was a couple of years ago. They were a really strong team. 22.
22 is not on the floor.
Oh, yeah, there's the 6'7" kid, 31. So he's out.
Might have caught a break here tonight.
Yeah, they get a 6'5" senior forward who's number 44. Is he out there? He's out there. How about 34? Well, they look to have most of their team out there, but they're missing the India kid and the big tall kid, and then several other people on the bench. That was a flu bug that didn't seem to hit Milton. The Milton kids all apparently did not go to the rally.
I'm afraid they had to catch it on tape.
All right, folks. Once again, welcome to this Class C basketball competition between the Norwood Mustangs and your Milton High Wildcats. Tonight's starting lineups for Norwood. Number 4.
Here are the starting lineups.
Brendan Dawson.
Number 4, Brendan Dawson, guard. Number 5, Mike O'Shea, another guard.
Senior John Wright.
And number 14, John Wright, looks also to be a guard. They get a lot of guards coming out. 34 is Gallo. He's going to have to play forward. And 44, Peterson. They aren't very tall, Jerry.
No, they got a pretty small team out there.
For the Wildcats,
Number 3, senior Bob Rankin.
number 3, Bob Ranton, the senior.
Number 20, senior Brian Travers.
Number 20, Brian Travers, also a senior.
Senior Chris Potts.
Number 30, senior captain Chris Potts. Number 41, freshman forward center Adam Donovan. And number 42, senior forward center Steve Cunningham. Coach Sean Lopresti coaches the team, and Christian Eisinger is assistant. And we'll now do the national anthem. As once again we have this is a large group from the Milton Choral. This is the largest group we've had all year.
Yeah.
We may not be able to fit them all on camera. This should be a powerful rendition. See if we can pick it up on tape for you. Another terrific job by the Milton Choral Group.
Very nicely done.
This is Kevin Fitzgerald on play-by-play, Jerry Gallagher on the color, and Rick Regan on the camera and doing all the production work. And thanks again to the Milton Cable Television for letting us do this and giving us the facilities and the airtime to put it on.
We also have DJ extraordinaire Frank Benway in charge of the sound system here at the Frankie's in the house.
Well, Jerry, this is a key game for the varsity. They're currently 7-7 in the league. Tough loss last Tuesday to the Framingham Flyers and the league's leading scorer, Arch Mitchell, who I didn't have the final stats, but he must have been up around 30 points. They need a win, to try to keep above 500 in the league, and also fighting for second place in the Bay State Harrogate division. Framingham with the ball off the tap. Milton's size should be an advantage here. Norwood goes right inside quickly and then kicks it back out. O'Shea off jump shot. Looks like Bobby Ranton might have got a piece of that, but Adam Donovan with a strong box out and a good rebound. Milton should be able to control its defensive boards here.
Yeah.
Norwood in a man-to-man. Looks like we're going to try.
Recovery by Potts there.
Open jumper for Brian Travers, no good. Steve Cunningham fights for it, gets it, puts it up and in. I think Milton's just going to make a living on the boards both ends.
That could be an indication of what we're going to see tonight.
Milton comes out in a 2-2-1 soft trap. Good job by Brian Travers to shut off the sideline. Ball blocked. Looked like Adam Donovan and Steve Cunningham
got a piece of that.
As Peterson tried to take it inside. Once again, Adam Donovan with a solid move to the hoop, and Peterson pick up an early foul.
Try to go baseline, and he's got hit on the way.
As we mentioned, we may have mentioned at the outset, Norwood missing a number of players today. Apparently,
fouls could be critical.
Sitting out because of the Patriots rally, including a 6'7" and a 6'4" inside players. So really, Peterson, number 44, is pretty much their only big size inside.
He's going to have to stay out of foul trouble.
And he's already picked up his first.
Potts is pushed in the back, but he was able to knock it down.
Good job
off forearm by number 5 in the back.
And an early 4-0 lead for the Wildcats, 2 minutes into the game. And Wright stepped on the sideline.
Yeah, it could be. We haven't seen that too often, but this there are many lines out in that court. Could be tough for a visiting team sometimes.
Bobby ran at the point. Milton looking to do a little high-low exchange with the two big men. At that time, Chris Potts was cutting the baseline and took his defender, O'Shea, inadvertently took him right into Adam Donovan.
Just as Adam was trying to turn and go baseline, he ran right into it.
Dawson out high. Now to O'Shea and then across. Shot is up and no good by Peterson. And Brian Travers with a good rebound. Oh, nice pass. Oh,
nice finish by Adam.
Just too strong on that one. Norwood had a player down there, but Adam was just too strong for him.
Good push by Milton. They too should try to run as much as they can tonight.
Almost picked off by Brian Travers.
Nice effort by Brian.
Wright took it into traffic, got the shot off. The rebound came right back to him and looked like a foul on Bob Ranton on a reach-in. It's the first foul on Milton. First, obviously, on Bob. Milton stays in the man-to-man out of bounds. Right out top. Well, Norwood's going to have some outside. With the size they have on the floor, they're not going to get much inside offense. So they're either going to need some terrific penetration off the dribble, or they're going to need some outside shooting. And another quick turnover. Norwood's only gotten 1 or 2 shots off so far.
Yeah, scoreless in 3 minutes of the first half here.
Nice job by Chris Potts to drop the little touch pass down into Steve Cunningham, which gave him position inside. Took it in strong, and a foul on Norwood.
Already Norwood's going to go to their bench here.
I didn't see who that foul was on. I assume it was not on Peterson.
We'll find out in a second here.
Round and no good. Chris Benway comes in to give Adam Donovan a quick breather. I wonder if the coach thinks they need, they may not need quite as much size with Norwood's lineup. I'm not sure. It's about as early as I've seen Adam come out of a game.
Yeah, Peterson is number 44. He's 6'5". He's no slouch.
Nice job by Steve Cunningham to shut off the sideline. Good. They trap right out on the wing.
Might want to get that trap a little closer to half court.
Dawson, nowhere to go. And he almost turns it over. O'Shea with a long forced jumper. And Steve Cunningham with a rebound.
Norwood still looking for their first points here of the night.
7-0 Milton in the early going, about 4 minutes into this game. And another easy hoop for Milton. Norwood's going to need a quick timeout. Steve Cunningham with at least 5 early points inside. Maybe 7.
Well, Adam got the follow-up on one. He's got at least one hoop. But I think you're right. He might have
the rest of them. I think it's just a question of too much strength and size inside for Milton so far. And even the shots that Norwood is getting, they've been tough getting shots, but the ones they've been getting haven't been very good shots. Take a look at the cheerleaders here on Senior Day. We're here to beat Norwood. That's what they're telling us. Well, Norwood's going to have to come up with something off the timeout here to try to get some offense going, or they're going to fall out of this game in a hurry.
I'd say all those guys on the bench in sweatshirts
better head to the locker room.
Well, they owe these other guys something here. Have to take them out after this game.
Milton stays now in a little bit more aggressive trap defense.
Good slides by Steve there.
There's the pickoff by Chris Potts. And he takes it in strong, can't get it to go, but he gets slashed across the face by Dawson, I mean. That time, Milton was a little bit more aggressive on the trap, and they were able to get the ball over half court, but then that dreaded cross-court pass out near the half-court line.
The old east-west pass.
Chris Potts picked it off. Can't get the first to go. Norwood comes in with two more subs. That's number 11, Concannon, and number 12, Cisternelli.
Starting to get a good crowd underneath there. Can't see it on the camera, but all the crowd's underneath the balcony here.
A Friday night, it's a big game for Milton. They really need this victory. They can use the crowd support.
Yeah, it's about as noisiest. I've heard it up here since we've been coming to the games up here.
Dawson, a lot of dribbling outside with no particular purpose. Gets it off, can't get it to go, and Bob Ranton with the rebound off to Chris Potts. And he gets the lay-in.
Nice finish by Potts.
Cisternelli tried to get back to pick up the charge, but Chris was just too quick for him. And it's 11-0 Milton. And another turnover. And Steve Cunningham looked like he was going to try to dish it off, and he lost control, got called for the travel.
One extra step there as the defense closed.
Corey Resends into the game. Well, this is unusual. Now neither Steve Cunningham nor Adam Donovan are in the game.
Milton
going small.
Interesting mix here, but they really don't need the Twin Towers the whole night tonight.
Well, Peterson's out of the game, too, which is really Norwood's only height, so Norwood's going really small. In fact, I'm going to look, but I don't think they have anybody over 6'1" out there. Another jump shot, no good. Dawson comes down with a rebound. Can't get it to go, but Bob Rand's going to pick up the foul.
Could be two on Bobby.
What? Let's see. Norwood at the moment has a 5'9", a 6-footer, a 5'8".
Norwood breaks the ice here.
Well, I don't know who 31 is. They list him at 6'7", but he's obviously not wearing... He can't be 6 feet. And 11. I don't think Norwood has anyone over 6 feet on the floor. So Milton matches with a small lineup of its own. Marcus Burke, number 22, into the game. Shot no good, and a rebound by 31. We don't have his name. 11-2 as Norwood's finally on the board almost 6 minutes into the first half. Blocked by Chris Potts.
Blocked and grabbed.
Cisternelli tried to take that one up in traffic, and he picked them off. Nice pass by Brian Travers to Chris Benway. It goes in, the foul.
And one.
Chris Benway snuck in underneath all alone. Looked like a little confusion on the Norwood defense. Brian Travers spotted him and fired it down low for the lay-in.
Yeah. Nice dish by Brian.
Shot no good, and Norwood controls the board. Milton in a man-to-man. With a smaller lineup, they switched to man-to-man. And an unforced error there by O'Shea, and a turnover. Back into the lineup for Milton. Adam Donovan replaces Chris Potts. 13-2 Milton. Marcus Burke into the lane, kicks it back out to Brian Travers. Ball stripped from behind. That could have been a travel there. Good job by Marcus Burke to stand his ground. Shot by Chris Benway, no good. Good job by the Norwood defender to shut off the right hand. A long jumper, that's short. And Marcus Burke kicks it off to Corey Resends. A little trouble controlling it, but Milton had a 3-on-0 break there.
He did. That could be a sign of tonight, too. I mean, these Norwood kids are going to have... That's backcourt right there. He stepped over into the backcourt before he made that pass after established himself in the front court.
There's a short. That's going to be short. Norwood's on the board with 2 points, but they've yet to score a basket. And we're almost 7 minutes into this game. And it's really, they really haven't even scared a basket yet. I mean, it hasn't been close.
Really haven't. A lot of turnovers. Good pressure defense by Milton there so far tonight.
Ball slapped out of bounds, and
Corey couldn't find any daylight. He got good position there off a nice feed, but just couldn't find the daylight.
Shot again, no good. That's probably the best look that Norwood's had, and they couldn't get it to go down. Ball blocked by Marcus Burke as Concannon went up. And he takes it, length of the court, but he can't get it to go, and he's going to get called for a frustration foul.
That's it. Nice effort, though.
Made a great move to the hoop. The ball just kind of spun out, and Marcus reached in on the rebound. It's unusual that, the one big guy they have, they've taken out. Did he pick up 2 fouls, Jerry?
They never put it on the board, but it might have been both on him.
Cisternelli to Concannon. Pinned on the baseline. He gets called for a travel.
Nothing going right for Norwood.
That's tough. They're probably asking some of these kids to step up to a role that they're not used to playing. He tried to get it into Adam Donovan, but the pass was picked off. Milton getting a little sloppy on the offensive end here. Milton stays in a man-to-man. They get it into O'Shea. The fall-away jumper is good. Well, even that was a tough shot.
It was. First field goal of the night for Norwood.
15-4 in favor of the Wildcats. Marcus Burke kicks it off. Chris Potts with the open 3. Rims out, but Corey Resends right there for the rebound, up and good.
Good offensive putback by Corey there.
Milton stays in his man-to-man. Kick it outside. No shot. And a foul
on the floor just before the basket. Tough break for Norwood.
Yeah, Norwood finally got one down, and they get called for the foul. And Milton got called for the foul before the shot was
released. Unlike soccer, we don't have the play-on rule here.
It'll remain Norwood ball on the side. Joe Bossy, number 51, into the game for Milton, along with Steve Cunningham. So now Milton's got about as big a team as they can possibly put out on the floor. They get the three guys over the 6'4". Chris Potts at about 6'2", 6'3". Oh, tough call there as Dawson tore the ball away from Potts, but got called for the foul. Well, we've got Steve Cunningham and Adam Donovan both in the 6'4", 6'5" range, and Joe Bossy goes 6'3", 6'4". Marcus Burke goes into the lane, and a foul called on O'Shea. Nobody really ever stepped up to close off that lane as Marcus took it fast down the hoop.
Took it deep into the paint that time.
17-4 Milton. This has the smell of a game that could be over at halftime. little trouble on the foul line. That's the one spot they haven't done too well here in this game. Marcus missed both of them. Norwood running a motion offense against Milton's man-to-man defense. Problem is they really haven't been able to find anybody who can put the ball in the hoop.
Now Marcus tried to get it through the Potts, but just got cut off. Good idea, though.
Spot up three-pointer by O'Shea. A little strong, and Chris Potts comes down with a rebound. That looked like a reach-in by Dawson, but he got away with it. I think the referee was on the far side of the floor.
Could be 3 seconds on Steve there.
Milton's offense kind of stagnated a little bit here. A bunch of turnovers. Milton comes out in a, looks like a 1-1-2-1 press. There's a jump shot. That's rims out.
Well,
Gallo
Norwood
couldn't
broke
get
the
that one
press,
to go.
but couldn't knock down the 15-footer.
Marcus Burke into traffic, and he's going to pick up the foul. Go to the line to shoot two.
The Norwood coach is looking for it here. Can't afford foul trouble.
That foul was on Dawson, number 4, and that's 7th team foul. I don't know how. We don't have information on personal fouls, individual personal fouls. Rattles around and in for Marcus Burke. 18-4 Milton. Brian Travers, number 20, back in the game for Joe Bossi. Second one, also good. Bobby Ranton back in the game for Marcus Burke. Norwood breaks the press, gets it over half court, and back out to Dawson. Milton drops back into a man-to-man. O'Shea with a jumper, that's short. Adam Dunneman just rips it away from the Norwood rebounder. Oh, bad call.
Yeah, he was planted there.
I don't know, but he didn't stand in though. He fell back. When you fall back, you don't get that call. You got to stand. You got to stand there. I think Peterson got a break on that one. Bobby ran
still
back
attacking
out.
the hoop there.
That must be Bobby's second foul. I got outvoted on that one. That was a good call.
That's actually his third foul, I believe.
Really? 3 on Bobby Ranton. That's too bad. Let's see who came back in the game for him. Looks like Corey Resends came back in.
Yeah, Corey's in the game.
Brian Travers out at the top of the defense. Tough shot, no good. Adam Dunneman rips it away again. You know, a couple of times Norwood players have had a hand on the ball, but he's just been...
Not easy to get it away from Adam.
That's money in the bank right there. They got it down to low to Adam Dunneman. As soon as the other man came over to double team, he knew Steve Cunningham was right there.
Steve would be right in the other block.
Easy lay-in, and Steve with a chance to go to the line for a three-point play. 21-4 now in favor of Milton. A lot of long faces on the Norwood bench.
It should be.
Particularly among the kids who went to the Patriots rally. Steve Cunningham converts the three-point play. Norwood barely beats the 10-second count. Peterson out to Gallo. Chris Potts got a piece of that. Another rebound by Adam Dunneman and a foul on O'Shea. Well, the Norwood guards seem to be racking up a lot of fouls. They must be getting towards foul trouble. O'Shea and Dawson.
Yeah, being on the other side from the scorer's table, tough for us. We can only surmise who's doing the fouling here.
It's 1-1 for Adam Dunneman. It's Norwood. It's the 9th team foul on Norwood. Adam Donovan had a strong freshman year here for the Milton Wildcats. That one's up and good. He's going to have to be a key part of the team next year as Milton graduates 4 senior starters and a couple of other seniors who were major contributors to the team.
Yeah, it's going to change the mix quite a bit.
Adam at the line for a second shot. And that one's also good. It's a 24-4 in favor of Milton. Milton's got a 4-point lead with, a 20-point lead with about 4 minutes left to go here in the first half. Norwood still only 1 basket in the entire half. 4 points, 1 basket, 2 foul shots. O'Shea covered by Corey Resendez. Wright with a jumper. That's no good. And the rebound again by Adam Donovan.
Yeah, they're only getting 1 shot each time. Milton's doing a good job controlling the defensive boards.
Adam Donovan dominating the boards. Steve Cunningham tried to return the favor there as he got double-teamed, tried to drop it down to Adam
trouble
Donovan.
is Steve gave Adam the fastball.
It was a Pedro 93 mile an hour.
From 8 paces.
Peterson finally gets a hoop and a foul on Milton. The ball looked like it was a little bit out of control there as the slashing guard looked like he might have traveled first, but it dished off to Peterson for an easy lay-in and a foul on Milton. Peterson will try to complete the 3-point play.
Isn't the wrong bonus later?
I think it means we're in the bonus. I think
we're in the bonus. That's
we
right.
Get to
Okay.
shoot the bonus.
Yep.
Peterson converts the 3-point play, and Norwood almost doubled its score in that one trip. 24-7 in favor of the Wildcats. Actually, at the offensive pace that Milton started here, they had 9 or 11 points in the first couple of minutes.
That 11-0 run, I think, before
slowed down a bit.
scored.
Chris Potts with a 3, a little flat, no good. Adam Donovan saves it to Steve Cunningham. Into Chris Potts, that's no good. Steve Cunningham with a rebound, that's no good. They couldn't ask for 3 better shots than that, but they couldn't get him to go. Chris Benway on the wing, runner in the lane, and that's good. Good, strong, controlled shot. 26-7 Milton.
The running right-hander.
3 minutes left to go here in the first half. O'Shea with a 3-pointer. That's no good. Gallo came down with a rebound, but both Steve Cunningham and Adam Donovan combined to block that
Quickly closed on him. Yeah, one of their few offensive rebounds, if not their first one.
Norwood puts it in play. Right against, guarded by Chris Potts. O'Shea covered by Chris Benway. Another long jumper. That's no good. And Steve Cunningham with a rebound. You're right, Norwood's only had 1 or 2 second chance opportunities. Adam Donovan with the up and under, no good. Good move, he just couldn't finish.
Yeah, a couple nice moves there.
And O'Shea with a layup.
It beat down the court that time.
Norwood trying to apply a little pressure here. I would call that token pressure. Double high post for Milton. They drop it down to Adam Donovan, and Peterson's going to pick up a
Peterson
foul.
hooked him before he could get the ball. He knew he had an open look there.
They set up the 2 big guys on the foul line, on either side of the foul line, and then ball went into Steve Cunningham, and when it did, Adam Donovan did a little dive cut down the lane, got position, and Steve dropped it into him, and Peterson had to grab him. And they're in a double bonus now, so it'll be 2 shots for
Adam's a good free throw shooter.
Second shot by Adam Donovan, good. And it makes it 28-9 in favor of Milton. Adam Donovan going to get a breather as Corey Resendez comes back into the game. Milton stays in the man-to-man. Cisternelli out top. Over to Gallo, covered by Steve Cunningham. Cisternelli eyes the jumper but passes it up. It's Concannon with the jumper. That's no good. And Chris Potts with a rebound. And a little bit of a break here. You saw Steve Cunningham, but that's a tough pass to make all the way across court.
Yeah, ain't a lot of traffic.
Minute and a half left to go.
Good half-court defense in that last set, though.
Milton with a solid 19-point lead, 28-9.
Yeah, all Norwood got was a long jump shot after 28 seconds.
Almost picked off by Corey Resendez. O'Shea with a jumper. That's also no good. But it fell right into the hands of Concannon and Cisternelli, and he dropped it in. O'Shea's really about the only Norwood player that's really aggressively looking at the hoop.
They are closing on that block quickly.
Right. I think you either got to make a really quick move or a really slow move. I think the in-between move is the one they can get to. Quick move they won't reach. The slower move they're not big enough to cover. Brian Travers. Chris Benway with another jump hook. That's two little jump hooks for Chris Benway.
Nice
and
touch.
4 points in the game. 30-11. Good contribution on senior day from senior Chris Benway. Stripped by Brian Travers. A little bit of a mini break. Kicks it off to Chris Potts. And
good push, putting pressure on that Norwood defense again. We got another foul. 10 fouls so far.
Chris Potts will shoot 2. First one around and out. Second one is good. Milton has his 20-point lead back again, 31-11.
First half winding down here.
Gallo, covered by Steve Cunningham again. The mystery player, covered by Chris Benway. O'Shea, Corey Resendez on him. Kicks it back out to right for a long bomb, no good. Falls into the hands of Gallo, that won't go. Steve Cunningham with a rebound. Wow. Looked like Gallo had both of Steve's arms. I think so. That was a very personal foul, but it didn't get the call. It's a jump ball, and it's going to be a Norwood possession. Joe Bossi back into the game for Milton. 10 seconds left here for the Mustangs. O'Shea's going to try to make something happen. No, he kicks it over. Long jumper by Concannon. That's no good. And that'll do. Oh, bad foul there by Norwood. Milton had no chance of scoring.
Good 60 feet from the basket there. 1.4 seconds left.
Seconds left to go. They really
2 shots now.
Gave Milton a free trip to the lane when I guess the only thinking there is that maybe if we strip the ball, we get a hoop out of it. I'm not sure thinking went into it.
Maybe not.
I'm not sure thinking went into it.
Not a whole lot of thinking.
And Chris Potts at the line to shoot 2. They're struggling at the line a little bit tonight. See if they can knock this one down to finish the half. Gets that one. 32-11 Milton. And the shot is off too late, and that'll be it. That's the end of the first half. A half which I can say, fairly say, Milton dominated against an undermanned Norwood Mustang team. Milton came out strong, got off to an early 11-0 lead, and really haven't looked back.
Yeah, haven't looked back at all. They extended it to 20 a couple times and finished with what, 21-point lead here?
32-11. So there should be I don't think there's much. It's not one of those games where Norwood can go into the locker room and figure something out. I think they're just overmatched here.
Unless these guys are only benched for a half.
Yeah. They come out with uniforms on in the second half, maybe. But we'll be back for the second half shortly. are back for the start of the second half. First play of the second half. 12 seconds in. He didn't miss anything, folks. And Steve Cunningham, ball dropped in. Let's see if they're going to give him the hoop. Nope. They're going to call it before the shot.
Fouled on the floor.
Well, as I say, unless Norwood performed a miracle at halftime, this game is pretty much Milton's to have. Adam Donovan can't get that one. Actually, they've done, relatively speaking, a pretty good job on Adam Donovan. They've really swarmed him.
Yeah. They've helped out quite a bit down the block. They really are just daring Milton to take that outside shot.
Shot no good, but Dawson with a rebound. I think that's behind the board is out.
Any of the supports out of bounds. The clock will be out of bounds.
O'Shea with another outside jumper, and he buries that one for a 2. Well, O'Shea's going to have to get remarkably hot here if Norwood's going to have any hope, because he's really, as best I can tell, they're really only offense they've got. Brian Travers dumps it in, tries to get it into Adam Donovan.
Now he was double teamed before he got the ball. Forced that one a little bit.
Gallo with a ball fake and the shot. No good. Ball comes loose. Steve Cunningham with a rebound. Bobby Ranton back in the game with the 3 fouls. Dawson picked his pocket, but he got called for the reach-in.
2 quick fouls on Norwood.
Norwood's got to be a little bit careful about fouls because they don't have many people to put in the game here if anybody starts fouling out. Nice pass by Adam Donovan down low to Steve Cunningham, but he can't get it to go. A little trouble catching that ball, and I think he rushed the shot a tad.
I think he might have anticipated getting hit and got up clean.
Shot by Wright. That's no good. Rebound comes to Bob Ranton. Chris Potts into the middle.
They're trying to force it a little too much to the big guys. Also Brian should spot up, maybe take that outside
shot. Noah's
shot.
going to give him that outside jumper.
Sound like they're fighting to get back in the game here or anything.
Gallo tried to get it into Peterson, but the ball turned over. Nice catch by Brian Travers. Put him at wide receiver on that one. Chris Potts with a strong slash. That's when Chris is at his best, when he slashes into the hoop like that. 34-13 in favor of the Wildcats. 3 minutes into the second half here. Well, they did everything right there, Norwood. Nice cut, nice pass. Gallo went up and just couldn't even get the ball out of his hands. It was blocked right in his hands. O'Shea with another 3. That one's no good. Ooh. Bobby Ranton collided hard with O'Shea. Looks like he's shaken up a bit. Steve Cunningham on the gallop. Does a smart job of pulling it out. And there's Brian Travers. That's still a good shot for Brian.
It really is. Wide open.
See how Bobby Ranton's doing. He took a pretty hard hit the last time down court.
Yeah, he was fighting hard for that loose ball.
O'Shea with a hoop, and looks like Steve Cunningham's going to get called on a rebounding foul. I don't think O'Shea's at the line. The foul was underneath, I think, on Steve Cunningham. They have the wrong shooter at the line.
I don't know if there should be anybody shooting. I don't think the shooter got fouled.
No, the foul was called underneath the hoop.
Action, that's what it looked like. The shooter did go down, but it looked like he just was fading away. And
well, whatever the referee said to Coach Opresti, he seems satisfied with it. 34-15 here. Norwood's come out with a little bit more, I'm sure, a little bit more intensity here in the second half. Hasn't produced much, but they've come out with more intensity. They've actually outscored the Wildcats 4-3, haven't they? What was the score at half?
We were 30. 32-11, yes.
So
It was 21-point lead.
Boy, they're on fire. Well, I'd like to see, I'm going to watch this game on tape. Yeah, see, they're not giving any shots. It's going to be Norwood ball out of bounds. The foul was off the ball. Well, it looks like a little bit of intensity developing between Brian Travers and O'Shea. And O'Shea tries to put one up, gets it blocked. Crowd getting on O'Shea a little bit. I think what was it, the Milton Fan Club?
That's the Milton Fan Club, yes.
Sounds like they're getting it picked up on O'Shea.
Down underneath us, yeah. Just like everybody else, for that matter.
You can't see all these people from the camera angle. They're underneath us, but
One of the
pretty
bigger
good
crowds
fan
we've had
squad
here,
down there. And I think O'Shea's become their target. Dawson with a shot, no good. Peterson with a rebound, that's no good. I think Bobby Ranton might have got his fourth.
Looked like a lot of ball there.
Suddenly Norwood's doing a good job on the offensive boards, too. That's a complete turnaround from the first half. Shot by Gallo is good. 34-16 in favor of Milton. Second shot is also good.
6-2 run here.
Marcus Burke in the game for the Wildcats because Bobby Ranton had the 4 fouls. Kicks it over to Brian Travers. Good look down low. Marcus Burke with a short jumper. No good.
Yeah, no, it's held Milton to just 2 points the first 4 minutes of the half here.
Peterson gets called for the trap. He did a nice job to control that long pass, but then he made the old dreaded double pivot. Robert Parrish used to get away with that, but not many other people do. Norwood comes out in a full court press. Marcus Burke gets it across the half-court line.
Yeah, Milton's got to get something established on offensive here, get back into rhythm. It's not what I had in mind.
Well, Norwood's picked up its defensive level too. I think coach must have just said to him at halftime, "Hey, let's not
just go after them.
Let's go after it and see what happens." Yeah, no, O'Shea's really getting into it, and I think you can't start going at taunting the crowd. I mean, you're a player on the floor. The crowd shouldn't be taunting him, but he's got to let it go and just play his game. Nice dish down by Marcus Burke. Drew the defense, dropped it off to Steve Cunningham.
Steve was ready.
O'Shea takes it into traffic, but it gets blocked. Good look by Adam Donovan to find Marcus Burke alone.
Nice long feed.
Milton comes back into the press.
Marcus always finishes well.
Oh. Gallo
That had to be
fouled.
frustrating for Potts. He had that steal for a
Bounced right off
second.
him and came right back to him. I think Coach Lopresti put the Milton press back on because he saw the Norwood defensive intensity and he wanted to kind of ratchet his team's defensive intensity up too. Gallo can't get that one to go. Score stays 38-17 in favor of the Wildcats. It's funny, it seems like Norwood's played better here in the second half, but if you look at the score, they're still down 21, which is basically what it was at halftime. And Gallo can't convert on either of them. Well, that certainly looked like a reach in there. Back to O'Shea as he and Cisternelli worked the give and go very well. Ten minutes left to go here in the second half. Milton with a comfortable 20-point lead. And Steve Cunningham drives it in and gets fouled.
Well, the one outcome is they've got to be racking up the fouls underneath here, this Norwood crew.
Funny how it's gone this year. Some games Adam Donovan has been the inside scoring force for the Wildcats, and then other games it's been Steve Cunningham. It's like one or the other of them is the scorer. This time it's been Steve.
Steve stepped up tonight.
First shot a little long. Chris Benway trying to get in the game, but he was a little too late.
Could be in for shooter, too.
Steve makes the second one. You're right, Jerry. He's coming in for Steve Cunningham. That's right. We need some intelligence in this group, huh?
Yeah, I figured it out. When they're in the penalty, our bonus light goes on.
Milton stays in the 2-2-1 press. Whoa. O'Shea just bulled right through Chris Potts on that one. And a reach in on Marcus Burke.
Yeah, Mark tried to pick his pocket there, but got cut. Now, Norwood's actually only got 8 players here, but when you think of it, Milton, I think, has only gone about 8 deep themselves.
That's true. So it really isn't as if they're using that many more players. Norwood drops it down to O'Shea, and he's going to go to the line. O'Shea's really...
he hasn't quit.
No.
Yeah, they got nothing to lose. They might as well scramble and keep fighting.
It's the 5th foul on Milton, 15 foul.
So I mentioned they go 8 deep. Here comes Greg Lannon to the scorer's table.
Greg Lannon into the game for Milton, replaces Chris Potts. O'Shea makes 1 of 2. Marcus Burke calls out the play. Greg Lannon can't get it to go.
Almost tapped in by Marcus.
Oh, Dawson's shot blocked, and Chris Benway inadvertently took out Gallo's legs from underneath him. And Milton not over the limit yet, so it should be a possession foul for Norwood. Dawson with a shot, that's no good, and Adam Donovan off the tip from Corey Resends.
A little chippy out there.
Yeah, O'Shea gave a little shot there that he didn't need to give.
Called the foul, then gave a shot. I think that could be why the fan club's been after him.
And the referees are talking to him now. They're saying, look, we let you get away with that one, but you're not getting another one. That's a good job. I mean, probably didn't warrant the technical, but it does warrant the talking to. Yeah, the Milton fan squad wants him drawn and quartered. I don't think that's going to happen, though. Marcus Burke open on the lane. Good job by Dawson to get back and strip the ball. But it will remain Milton ball under their own basket. Oh, Marcus Burke squeezes it up and in. And it looks like
Cedric Maxwell there. He found some space for
crowd like that one. Looked like they tagged O'Shea with that foul. He's glancing over at the Milton cheering section.
That was a Gumby-esque move. But,
yeah, it was. Well, Marcus has always been very good at that. He's had great body control and leaping ability. And now he's got a little touch on his shot, too.
We'll take it.
41-20. Joe Bossy in the game for Milton. A little confusion on the sidelines there. My guess is there might be a little discrepancy between the books here.
In terms of personal fouls, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
They're supposed to check those at halftime, the home book against the visitor's book.
Although I don't see anyone keeping a book.
Home book is controlling.
Oh, not good.
It looks like the freshman coach is keeping the home book there.
Right.
What's his name? Do you know?
No, I don't know his name. Marcus can't convert to 3-point play. 41-20 Milton. Just about 9 minutes to go here in the second half. Joe Bossy. Now Joe Bossy's covering O'Shea, and I think they're going to watch that matchup pretty closely, just because of O'Shea's fuse being smoking a little bit, and I think any contact either way is likely to pick up a call. And I think Joe Bossy got the
Milton on
brunt
the
of that
penalty.
there. Yeah. So O'Shea's going to shoot 1-1.
And Norwood in the bonus.
That's why their lights on. O'Shea slides it home, and it's 41-21 Milton.
It's been 6 minutes of pretty even play here so far.
Unfortunately, Norwood's only hope to get back in the game is 6 minutes of very uneven play. There's another foul. This time Corey Resendez reaching in. You know, it's tough sometimes. You go into the locker room at halftime with a big lead against the team. You pretty much dominated. And sometimes it's hard to come out that second half.
Yeah, meanwhile, Norwood comes out with the underdog attitude, trying to show we can do it without those guys on the bench.
A shot up and good by Cisternelli. That one's short, but again, Norwood with a rebound. O'Shea puts it up, no good, and Joe Bossy wrestles it away.
Tables are turning here now. Oh, well, that's just going to be a possession foul.
And a foul on Gallo as Joey Bossy ripped the ball away from Gallo, and Gallo reached in and hacked him.
I know it's contesting every rebound now.
Marcus Burke working against the press, behind the back. Has Joe Bossy underneath. Joe tries to get position, but gets called for the travel.
Trying to cut through the defenders there, but took a little extra step there.
A little anxious on that one. Gallo with the easy hoop off the pass from Wright. And it's down to a 17-point lead for Milton. Greg Landon brings it up over the half court. Nice drive by Corey Resendez, but his pass is picked off. Joe Bossy comes up with it. Greg Landon puts up a three, no good. Good hustle by Corey Resendez, but he's going to get called for the foul. That was a tough call there.
No, it looked like he got up there, kept it alive, but looks like they're going to call him for over the back.
Nice work, Joey. Nice work, Joey.
Looks like the Milton starters are ready to come back in the game here.
Coach Lopresti did the right thing. He had a lot of his bench players in, but Norwood's crept back to 17. I think he wants to get the starters back in, maybe solidify the lead.
Put this game away here.
As Cisternelli's going to go to the line to shoot two, one-on-ones. It's only the 9th foul on Milton. One place Norwood has done a pretty good job is the foul line.
Yep, taking advantage.
Adam Donovan with a rebound, 41-25. Steve Cunningham ahead of the crowd, up and good. Well, it didn't take long for the starters to break the press and get an easy hoop.
Norwood still seems to be content with Jim and the rebounder there, so that leaves two guys that are not going to make it on the break. Open up some opportunities. Adam alertly get rid of it there.
And a good look by Brian Travers to find Steve Cunningham streaking down the right side. See if he can complete the three-point play. And he does.
Big night for Steve.
Yeah, I'd say he must be somewhere in the 15 to 20 range, point-wise. Norwood's going to find a little more difficult to score here, I think, with the big guys back in. Foul called on Steve Cunningham as Cisternelli drove the lane. Steve a little surprised by that call. I think he thought he had all ball. Cisternelli will shoot two. Gets the first. And the second. Norwood coach calls timeout. I think probably to give these kids a little bit of a rest. They've been playing hard here. 44-27 in favor of the Milton Wildcats. 7.5 left to go here in the second half of this game. Let's take a quick look at the cheerleaders. Norwood stays in its man-to-man press. Milton breaks Steve Cunningham long, but Bobby Ranton also back in the game, picks it up. Ball stripped by Norwood, but
good alert double team there.
Yeah, stay Milton ball. Adam Donovan gets the inbounds pass from Brian Travers. Milton, a little weave going here. You got the old. Wow, a lot of contact there, Jerry.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It looked like Potts was trying to shoot that, but didn't go far. So I thought I might be trying to pass it down to Steve.
Good dish there by Wright, down low to Gallo. Well, Norwood's been able to penetrate more in the second half against the Milton defense, and that's opened up some scoring opportunities that just weren't there in the first half.
Now 10 Milton fouls.
What was that call? Must have called the jump ball. Nice pass by Brian Travers.
No foul there. That's hard to believe.
How could that not be a foul? He got wrapped right across the arm. Norwood coach not happy with the non-foul call. We all thought it was a foul, and they must have called the jump ball.
That looked like a foul, but so didn't Steve Cunningham's last attempt there.
I don't know what happened. The Norwood player must have come in from out of bounds to get that ball. Milton turns it over against the pressure. This game's kind of lost its flow, Jerry. It's kind of a bump and grinder here.
It's only been a 12-point half for Milton.
O'Shea puts it up. That's short, but the rebound comes to Cisternelli. That's no good. Adam Donovan, you're right. They really are swarming the rebounder every time he grabs the ball. Norwood coach not happy with that call versus the non-call he thinks he got the last time down court. It looks like it could be a heart attack waiting to happen. I was talking about the coach. Now, you're usually a heart attack, Ricky, waiting to happen when you get angry at the ref's calls.
Right.
Adam Donovan here to shoot one-on-one. That one's good. 45-27 in favor of the Wildcats. Well, this is a key game for Milton. With this one in the bank, they're putting themselves in fairly good position. I understand they're now, according to Steve Cunningham Sr., they'll be 8-6 in the league. And I believe that the rule is if you come in second place in your league, you get a bid to the tournament. And they're fighting it out with Natick. They've already beaten Natick once. They play Natick again next week, so if they can beat Natick in that game, I think they'll pretty much...
Yeah, they also have a couple games in a Quincy tournament during February vacation that will count towards their overall record. And
so they could, if they're just under 500, they could use those games.
They could use those games to push them over. Not sure who they would face in that tournament.
Shot by Wright is no good. Milton comes back in with 5 new players. Quick timeout here. Coach Lopresti put in 5 new ball players. And a quick timeout by, who was that? Norwood take that timeout?
I believe it was Norwood. Because Milton was all set to go with their substitutions.
We can get all the cheerleaders in here, can't we, Rick? Norwood has also gone to its bench. They've taken out their 2 big guys. They've taken out both Peterson and Gallo and brought in, so they have a very small team out on the floor there.
I have a couple of kids just getting out, I think, for the first time.
Rattles it in.
I think 11 has been in the game yet.
Yeah, he's been around a little bit, I think. Corey Resendez working against Cisternelli. Into the corner to Marcus Burke. Drives baseline, kicks to Joe Bossi. Big crowd, can't get it to go. On the floor, Chris Benway once again. Greg Lannon, no good. There's Wright with a 3, and that's good.
Why not?
And it's 46-31 in favor of the Wildcats, a 15-point game and a turnover.
Milton got a little careless on that one.
Over to O'Shea, ball fake. Up, no good. Rebound also no good. Shot no good and a foul on Joe Bossi. Well, Norwood had the boards blanketed on that trip down court.
Certainly did. Looks like the starters are heading back in. Getting a little too tight here. Down to
Coach Lopresti didn't like that quick run. Down to 15. I'd say this is probably as close as Norwood has been since the early going. Number 31, we don't have his name at the line, shooting the second shot.
That's Fitzgibbon.
Chris Potts with a rebound. Off to Brian Travers. In the corner for the open 3 for Chris Potts. No good. Bobby Ranton underneath comes down with a rebound to Steve Cunningham. Up and good.
Nice save by Bobby. Good things happen if you're going to save it under your own basket there.
Little garbage work by Steve Cunningham for another hoop. O'Shea, a long 2, no good. Steve Cunningham with a rebound. Milton pushes it up. Looks like O'Shea got called for a push before the contact between Potts and Concannon. And Potts will go to the line. He'll be shooting.
Should be 1-1.
Norwood's going to bring Peterson and Gallo back in. Shot is good. Milton's bumped it back up to an 18-point lead. Second shot also good by Chris Potts. Wright working against Bobby Ranton. Looking to go down low to Gallo, but instead Cisternelli on the baseline swallowed up.
Yeah, no daylight there.
Good catch by Brian Travers. And a dish to... well, that wasn't pretty, but it worked out all right.
It did.
Brian Travers made a terrific catch, tried to dish it to Bobby Ranton. Bobby couldn't control it.
He got stuck in traffic.
Scooped it back out to Brian Travers, and he managed to get it up against the defensive pressure and put it home. First points of the game, I think, for Brian. He'll try to complete the three-point play.
A nice little floater there.
But he has given Milton back its 20-point lead, 52-31, 4.5 to go here. Cisternelli out deep. Down to 9 on the shot clock. Runner no good. Rebound Adam Donovan. Has Bobby Ranton on the wing. Nice pass underneath to Chris Potts. 24-0 run and is taking the lead. Just kidding. We did miss one Norwood hoop, but it's still 54-33 Milton. 3.5 to go here. This game fairly well salted away by the Wildcats. They're running a little weave again out top. They wove right into each other on that one as Chris Potts and Brian Travers collided.
I think Milton's just trying to chew up some clock here.
Down to 3 on the clock. Brian Travers has to shoot it up. No good. And the rebound by Cisternelli. Norwood working around the perimeter. Concannon kicks it down low to Peterson. No good, but he's going to go to the line.
A lot of second half fouls here.
It's a bunch on Steve Cunningham. I'm not sure how many. Joe Bossie's going to come in to replace him along with Marcus Burke. Peterson knocks it down. I'd say if Norwood has 33 points, they must have at least 15 of them from the foul line, I would think.
They've done well at the foul line tonight.
That doesn't leave many baskets to be had, though.
No, they really haven't had many field goals at all.
Missed, and Corey Resendez with a rebound.
Gotta credit the Milton fan club for that miss.
Marcus Burke replaces Brian Travers, and Steve Cunningham comes out. Joe Bossie in. Milton running the weave again. This looks like something out of Hoosiers. Set up the picket fence. Marcus Burke into traffic. Marcus can squeeze himself into a pretty darn small opening. He's got a very explosive first step that gets him a little angle, and then he takes it in strong. Chance to complete a three-point play here.
This time the starters are coming out one by one here.
Oh, it is senior day. They should get their little moment of reward. Greg Landon's going to come in and replace Chris Potts. Nice round of applause for Chris on senior day. Well, this time, Coach Lopresti's decided to bring the bench in one at a time instead of 5 at once. Tough left-handed shot by Concannon, won't go. But Peterson with the rebound. Looks like Marcus Burke got called for that reach-in. And there were very few fouls in the first half, and the second half has been loaded with fouls. (56-34) in favor of the Wildcats. Just about 2 minutes left to go in what's really a game that's been pretty much decided for the last 20 minutes. I must have jinxed Peterson. Once I said they were doing well at the foul, and he's missed 2 in a row.
I think the fan club's got you on that one.
Milton back to the weave. They keep moving closer and closer to half court. Corey Resends with a strong take, but the ball stripped loose. Good defense by Corey Resendez.
Corey, get up there, but looks like you might have got him with a little body.
Yeah, looked clean up top, but he got called for contact down low. Peterson's setting up a camp in the foul line lately. Adam Donovan back in. I wonder if Corey's fouled out. Because normally they wouldn't sub on a 2-shot foul, so Corey must have fouled out.
Yeah, he wouldn't have been allowed to sub at that point.
A minute and a half left to go. Milton with a comfortable 21-point lead. Well, I think Milton beat Norwood the last time, but it was a much tougher game when Norwood had its full complement of players. With the kids sitting on the bench, you know, I guess being punished for having gone to the Patriots rally on Tuesday, it's been really not much of a matchup.
I figure they must have probably had a game Tuesday, so it must have been a 2-game suspension.
Yeah. Imagine what most coaches do, and I think Coach Lopresti did this too, where you know big kids might be tempted to do that. They tell them up front what the penalty is. Norwood coach calling timeout. I think he wants to get a couple of bench players in.
Milton did a good job playing their game. You know, they couldn't pick the opponent.
O'Shea had a strong first 10, maybe 8 or 10 minutes of the second half. He was really into the game, and then he hasn't been doing much. He didn't do much for the next few minutes, and now he's out of the game. He was really their only offensive player. It'll be a Norwood ball on the sidelines. Gallo outside, takes it in strong, can't get it to go. The ball goes off of Adam Donovan. A lob into Gallo. That's no good. Rebound Marcus Burke. Dribbles it out of traffic. Under a minute here. Another turnover for Milton. Kicked off. Gallo with a jumper. That's good. 56-38 Milton. 34 seconds left to go. Milton just running out the clock here. In low to Joe Bossy. Joe makes a strong move to the hoop. Kicks it outside to Greg Lynn and ends up on the bench. Landing on the baseline. Down to 8 on the shot clock. Down to 4. Underneath to Joe Bossy. Joe puts it up. No good. Last shot by Gallo. No good. As he and Joe Bossy roll out of bounds together. And that's the end of the ball game. A game that Milton dominated really from start to finish. Got off to an early 11-0 lead, Jerry, and never looked back.
Yep. Although Norwood actually outscored him that second half by 3.
But it wasn't nearly enough to catch up. And the final score, Milton Wildcats 56, the Norwood Mustangs 38.